Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with the 1983 Kawasaki GPZ1100, and today it gets CarPlay. The 1983 GPZ1100 is getting CarPlay today, and when I made the trip to Colorado last year on the GPZ or the GPZ, depends on where you're from, I used my phone for navigation. The bad thing is I didn't really have a place to put it. I did have a tank bag that sat about right here, but the problem was when it was right here looking down at it, I would have to almost look all the way down to like trying to look at my belly button because where it was. And with the helmet and everything, it just wasn't super convenient. So midway through the trip, I added a piece of Velcro on the back of it, stopped and bought some Velcro, stuck it right there to where I could put it there so I could actually see it. It was easier to see it, right? But that wasn't the best because this wasn't super secure, and I don't believe it's super safe for the phone to be Velcroed to something jiggling around. So I wanted another solution, and then I found these motorcycle CarPlay, these cheap motorcycle CarPlay and Android Auto, you name whatever one you want. They range from $100 to $200 on Amazon, depending on what you want. This one that I've had for about a year. It has front and rear cameras. I'm not really concerned with that. I'm not going to record from the bike on it. So I just want to use the maps. Basically all I want. I don't want to listen to music. I just want to use maps. So, and I want to be able to have maps visible right there. Let's install this thing, see if it actually works. So guys, this is just the one I got, the cheapest one, or this one may have been sent to me. I can't remember exactly how I got it, but I know it was not that expensive. I tried to find it, looking it up. It doesn't even have a brand name on this. I haven't been able to find one anywhere. So I looked it up via the part number right here, or the model number SP8505F-D, and I was able to find something. It's about $110. But there's a whole bunch of different ones that are on the market. Bigger screens so you can see what you get. So let's see what comes in it. Boy. So you get the display. Leads coming out, the connector, the lead, the power lead. This is the power lead. The blue and green one are for cameras, which I'm not going to deal with. I'm going to use this guy and this guy to mount it to where it's going to go, and then that'll be the only thing I need. Yeah, I think that's it. Throw everything back in. I need this guy, and I need a keyed ignition and a ground, or switched power, keyed power, something like that. Not keyed ignition. I've already got a keyed ignition. I need keyed power here, and then a ground. So let's see if we can find those things, see if we can plug this thing in and see where it goes. Okay guys, let's go ahead and install it. Let's see if we can install it where we want it. I think I'm going to mount it off of this fairing frame. I think I'll be able to mount it right there and it going forward. And then it should be able to sit somewhere in there, which is what the hope is, without it interfering with anything. Let's find out. Guys, it's super easy. It just has this U-bolt. It's just going to go right through there and clamp on that. Hopefully that's enough to get me. Okay, let's start screwing this guy in. Nylock, so it's going to take us a while. No, it won't, because we have... Okay, let me just tie these up. The ones I'm not going to use. I don't need them, so let me just... Okay. Let's see if we can stick this guy right here. I went ahead and wrapped the wires around the little ball that it mounts to. Let's see if this is going to fit right here. Yeah, that is, I can tell you right now, that is not going to work right there. Let's come up with another option. Okay, I have it mounted on this side. Again, the good thing about this fairing and frame is that there's lots of opportunities. So let me see if it'll fit on this guy right here. Yeah, I mean, that's not awful right there, as long as I can turn, which I can turn back and forth, which we're good. We will trim off the end of these when we're done, just because that's not too pretty. So, but that guy looks like should be okay right there. Should be functional, be able to reach it. It's not in the way, it doesn't take up that much space. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's kind of where we have it. I got it all tightened down. Looks like it'd be pretty good. We'll be able to see. That's the most important thing. I'm trying to decide if I want it up any higher. I kind of can't bring it up higher. I mean, I could flatten it a little bit this way and maybe get it up a little bit more, but I'm going to hit the fairing, so I can only go up so high because I'm about on the fairing right there. So we'll ride it. We'll see how it is from here. Okay, let's go ahead and wire the power in to keyed power and a ground. So let me show you what I did. I went ahead and I had forgot that I had a USB connector that wires into the battery. So I ran this straight to the battery, wired in a switch so that I can then turn my USB port on and the CarPlay on at the same time, with or without the key being on. So then it powers up. And then after the fun, you got to type in your super secret passcode. It's the one that came with it. And then there we are. We have CarPlay, maps. If I want to go anywhere, you name it, I can go. And it'll show me turn by turn right there with my phone in my pocket. That's awesome. Let's take this thing out for a spin, see how it works. Before we take it out for a spin, let me just show you. Remember the long screws or bolts that I had here that clamps this down? I just put a spacer that came with the CarPlay unit on the end, put my USB port there, and then bolted it on. Put a couple of nuts there. So now it's clean. I didn't have to bother about cutting those off. And the wires are all nice and clean. So let me get my helmet and let's get going. Oh, let me turn this sucker on. Wish I could, I gotta get into the settings and see if I can turn that sucker off. Oh, come on now. There we go. Already got my phone. Once you're connected, it seems like it'll keep connected, which is nice. Put my phone back in my pocket, which is good. Let me hit off of this. I just want maps, because that will make life so much easier. Okay, let's go and start this sucker up. Start this sucker up. Let's give it a shot. I may need to raise it up a little bit, but it's good now. I don't mind if I don't see the bottom little bit of the screen because of the speedo. It's pretty good. Pull you guys up. I'm not going to go far. I just wanted to test how visibility of it. Exhaust bolts are tight. Like I got a little exhaust leak. A little tapping. But that is nice. That's going to be a game changer. Oh, squirrel didn't make it. like it. There you go, guys. We've successfully added CarPlay to a 45, how old is this? 41-year-old motorcycle. So guys, I think this thing's gonna work out great. I am really happy that I put it on a power switch because I don't need it on all the time. Just riding around town, I don't need it on. So it's off and I can turn it off. I only need to put it on when I need to put it on, which I think is kind of brilliant on my part. Accidentally brilliant. I mean, I didn't do it. Didn't initially start off that way. I was looking for wires and I pulled that wire out of the, I was looking for a red and black wire. I pulled that wire out of the drawer and it happened to be connected to a USB cable. So that's why, that was the reason why we ended up with this. But I think it was smart in retrospect because now I've got a charger if I ever want to use it. I have a on-off switch for my CarPlay when I want to use it. So that's really good. I don't need it. Like I said, I don't need the CarPlay for running around town. I need it for when I'm going somewhere I don't know where I'm going. So that's what we're going to use it for. But I love it. I think it came out great. Highly recommend it to everybody. So this setup right here that I have was about $115 somewhere in there. They are, you can find them for cheaper than that. So if you're looking for a map solution that makes it easier to keep your eyes on the road, I say, you know, you can add CarPlay to your old motorcycle if it fits for you. You can even do it in a way that if you move it back and forth between multiple motorcycles that you could plug and unplug it. You know, I was thinking that you could use like a battery tender and use the plug on that wire tail plug like that. Then you could plug in and out. If you have multiple motorcycles, you could put it on different motorcycles. I was only looking to put it on motorcycles that I'm going to take on longer rides. So that's why it fits on the GPZ. So guys, there you have it. We just added CarPlay to our old 1983 Kawasaki GPZ1100. And now it's a modern motorcycle. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Dang, this is a good looking motorcycle. You got to keep in mind, remember, this thing was left outside for about 10 years without spark plugs. Now it's a beast.